Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We're back again with more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Let's get into it. All of my peoples were ready for level ups. Let me handle that first. A new spell level. Holy smokes, I'm at spell level 8. That is awesome. Okay. Most of these I'll probably never use. But actually, Frightful Aspect has its uses. What else is at level 8? Okay, nothing from a buff standpoint we can really take advantage of. So I'll take Frightful Aspect and I'll take Horrid Wilting. And then we'll check out the Lich spells later. Spirit Hunter. Hex. Protective Luck. We've got Chant, which we took Evil Eye. Oh, we took the Battle one, right? Battle Ward, and then Battle Master. Is this the one? The attacker must roll twice. Yep, this is the one. We'll take this. And then we'll take Cackle next. Stick with Armiger. And what are we doing? I forgot how weird his skills are. 12. Perception. His stuff is all jacked up. It doesn't make sense. He can't be our top. Yeah, he's not our top persuasion guy. Religion. You don't need that. Right, don't need any of that. So he can just go into nature. Perception and nature. Bonus combat feat. He doesn't have greater weapon focus, +1 on attack rolls. Yeah, that's probably wait a minute. Do we have, did he already take critical focus? He did. Okay, cool. So then yeah, we'll take greater weapon focus. And you ba-boom, ba-boom. Do. You 12 wisdom, I assume. Yep. Key power, diamond body. Usually I have immunity on poison. Key poison. None of the rest of that is worthwhile. Oh no, it's not a requirement for diamond soul, so yeah, we're good. Okay, and you. What spell level are you at? 3, 4. Still 6. Nothing special for her here. Camellia takes care of all the rest of that, so whatever. And we're good. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's see. Where's the? Nope. How about this? That looks correct. No, I do not know the logic of this thing at all. I just have a guide. You know, I made a guide for the first one of these, and then after that, I very quickly came to the conclusion that these puzzles are stupid, and I felt stupid for making guides for them, so I decided to leave it alone. Other people can have those views. I'm good with that. I don't need the view for every single guide that's available. These puzzles are irritating. I don't feel like they do a good job of setting it up in a way where you could actually be able to figure out what's going on. And so it becomes like what the hell? Oh, right. Oh, does it need to be click there? Like, I respect puzzles where when you find out the solution, you're like, oh, you know what? I could have figured that out if I put some more thought into it. I don't feel that way about these puzzles. I feel like, you know, it's almost just put in there purposefully just to mess with you, and I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all, to be frank with you. So I leave them alone. There we go. All right. And then got an elven note out of that. Excellent. And we got padded armor, firm steps. This +2 padded armor grants his wearer immunity to trip. Now that we finished that, we do still have puzzle pieces. So there's one other puzzle that we did not solve yet. Which one is that?
I'm gone.
I'm gone. Okay, so we just came from Forgotten Secrets, and we're in Heart of the Mystery. Pretty sure we went to Legacy of the Ancients. What's this? It's got nothing on it. What's this? Haven't been here yet.
My way.
Okay. Let's check around the cave. Trash. All right.
Follow if you dare.
I don't even know what this place is. Core of the riddle. Okay. Interesting. Do we have it for? We do. We have it for the core of the riddle. Awesome. Okay. This one. Let's see. You are supposed to be. Here we go. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Doom, doom, doom. Nope. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Where's this freaking thing? Here. Is this it? Nope. Still not right. But wait. Could be that because it's supposed to be from there. Let's try that again. Oh no. Here we go. There we go. That looks correct. Okay. Double Z's. But they're facing the wrong direction. There we go. And ZF. What? Whoops. ZF. Here we go. Yep. Okay. That looks correct. This. Where is it? Here we go. And not correct. Let's try that again. Judges. I can't tell. That looks to be correct. Awesome. Nope, that's not right. And that is correct. Awesome. Progress, ladies and gentlemen. Progress. And that's right. Yep, that's correct. Nope. That is correct. And yep. Is that right? Looks right to me. Yep. Slowly but surely, we're almost there. And that's correct. Yep. Looks good to me. And yep. Last one. Here we go. All right. I really hate the way the game does not tell you that you cannot continue this until
I'm off.
Act 5. Like Alvin, nope. That's excellent. And Flaming Star Knife, enchantment +3, Flaming Finesse Ward. You know, there's nothing that indicates, oh, wait, you know, even though we've given you this quest, you can't do it yet. And I spent, I don't know how much time bouncing around to around that lower section of the map, trying to see if maybe I missed a perception check to pick up the area that would let me continue doing puzzles, because they give you access to the other 2 puzzles before they give you access to the pieces of those 2 puzzles. And so it's impossible for you to realize, oh, you know what? There's no way for me to be able to do that. Come on now, y'all. It's a pet peeve of mine when I feel like a game is wasting my time purposefully. Where I'm like, you wanted me to be searching around and not sure what was going on and waste a bunch of time. Come on, man. This game is too long for that. Way too long for that. Okay. Let's get acclimated. Did that. Bounced around to the core. Oops. And... okay, so... I'll need to make my way there, but I have not done that yet. Treason home. Okay. Ooh. Calvary. Where were you going? We heading to the level 10. I don't remember why I had it going this way. But the level 10, yeah. That would make sense. Okay. And then Scout stays up there. That's fine. All right. Couldn't give the vampires because I don't have enough room, enough space. Okay, fine. Let's go back up to Dresden and get some rest because we are a little beat up right now. Teleport. And I'll save. Ooh, and I'm getting something automatic. Who is it this time? Come on. Ooh. Some say that being a kind person is hard work, that most people can't do it. Is that true? Look at the people standing next to you. Don't you want to love these people? Is it so hard to smile at them, to say a kind word, to share with those in need? Don't you feel joy when you do something good for others? And isn't it wonderful when they do the same for you? Kindness is the easiest and most pleasant thing in the world. A crowd is gathered in the street, young and old, civilians and soldiers. Everyone is listening to the frail elf girl, captivated by her delicate voice as it rings out. And what about ungrateful assholes, huh? You do good for them and they just shit on you in return. Just don't be like them and don't get angry at these people. They don't know what they are doing. Don't abandon them to their silliness and sins. Keep doing good and you will see. Sooner or later, they will realize they were wrong. Evil. Enough of this nonsense. Your preaching won't make anyone kinder. You think so? Ember looks at the crowd gathered around her. But they are listening to me. Why else would they come here? Commander, don't spoil the mood. Right. If she stops preaching, where are we going to go? To that pathetic theater to look at the Cyclops? Don't listen to him, girl. Keep the sweet lies coming. All right. Ember looks at you hesitantly, then turns to the crowd and keeps preaching. I was talking about being kind to your neighbors. The Lich does not have any faith in this nonsense whatsoever. He feels like shutting it down every time he sees it. He somewhat had patience for it during Act 2, but now all of that is gone. All of that is absolutely gone. Whoops. We don't use these vendors. We will go up here. Sell to the blacksmith. Because I know I never want to buy anything from them. And let's see, did we get anything interesting? I don't think we did. That's just regular. Regular. Unarmed. We don't have anybody doing that. Dual wielding or wielding a two-handed weapon. That sounds like +2 to intimidate. Now we'll go with this. Ooh, devouring lust. I think this is something you want, right? Let me see. Maximize. Knife level or lower. Okay. Bolster for 6th level or lower. And power for 3rd level or lower. And we've got this. Oh, you know, and we got that thing, which I almost never remember to use. So we'll dump that. And what's this for? Extend. No use for that right now either. There we go. Take care of that. Bulk selling. Excellent. Oh, why do I have 2 gloves? Unarmed, damage. Oh, and then the persuasion. You know what? There might be somebody else who could use that, though. So we'll keep that around for now. We'll deal the rest of that. Excellent. All right, go inside there. Oh, you know what? I need to check the spell books for everybody. Now that we've leveled up, should have access to more spells. Not slots there, no slots. Sure. I didn't get more slots here? That seems weird. Whatever, okay. Affects enemies only, excellent. Yeah, that's all that I really want in there for now. Then a level 8. Right, we could put, even though it is impacted by spell resistance, let's see. It takes them trying to trip. Dealing 2d6 plus cast level damage, entangling and dealing 1d4 damage to a random physical ability. You know what? I'm going to slot this just because I actually want to see the visual effect because I've never seen it before. All right. You should be the one casting True Seeing, sir. More spell resistance is fine. Okay, he's good. What do you got going on? Nope, you already had that. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're missing 1. Oh, there, of course, 4. Okay. In fact, no. Here we go. I don't care about that spell level for her. All right. Ooh. Lann rubs the reptile side of his face, picking at the scales with his claw. That's it, Commander. I can't do it anymore. I'm not a chief. What happened? I can't handle it. I thought it'd be my people crying to you, but it turns out it's me. I just don't know how to make the right decisions. Let's try to figure out how to deal with your problems. All right, first of all, Aran, a girl from the tribe, wants to marry an elf. When did they even have time to get it together? It feels like I'm the only one without a love life around here. Anyway, she needs the chief's blessing. They want to be married by the laws of the tribe, but I won't do it. He's an elf. She's a mongrel. Letting them marry means dooming them to eternal misery. It's wrong. But if I don't marry them, I'll be making her miserable now. My second problem, 5 fools are so afraid of demons that they've hidden in the sewage system and refuse to come out. I tried talking to them. Pointless. And I can't just drag them out. I had a plan to lure them out with food, but I think they found some down there. The rats here are definitely bigger than what we're used to. And the third problem, what should we do with the children and old people? This is a military campaign. Old people can do some household chores, but kids only get under everyone's feet. I have no idea what to do. You see, I'm not a chief. I'm probably the first person to ever ask this, but demote me, please. The first problem. Love is always a good thing, right? But how do I approve the marriage between an elf and a mongrel? She'll be dead in 20 years or so, but he'll live for 1,000 years more. I can't in good conscience bless them, but I can't stand in the way of their happiness either. Lawful. Tell them that their decision is rash. Explain your point of view. There's nothing else you can do. Sounds like a plan that should be considered. Damn it. I was hoping my problems weren't solvable. The second problem. I think maybe I should just throw a barrel of powder into the sewers and light the fuse. It's the only way to get those cowards out of there. But if I do that, then you'll get another fuse, and I don't think I'll like where you stick that one. Lawful. I'll send soldiers to drag the cowards back to the surface. That easy, huh? But maybe it could work. Fine, I admit it. I just don't want to think about all this. My head is spinning. The third problem. For some reason, I never thought the entire tribe would come up to the surface. I only ever pictured the warriors up here. But what do I do with the rest? I guess we could use the hungry infants to deafen the enemy. They scream so loud you can hear them behind the walls of Dresden. I can't think of what to do with the others. We're not going to choose number 3 because that seems like it would be really disrespectful to Lann, and the Lich doesn't have any issues with the mongrels. It's safe in the fortress. Let them stay for now. We'll think of something later. The Lich definitely does not consider the fortress to be safe. And also the Lich does not like the idea of a bunch of kids running around in his fortress. So I'll send all those who can't fight to Nerosian. They'll be taken care of there. I'll still worry about them, but I guess that's what it means to be chief, right? Nothing to it. Here's a lesson from one commander to another. Don't be afraid of making your own decisions, but know that you can always talk to me. Lann sighs. All right, lesson learned. I'll try to be as good as you. It's not the poor folks' fault they got stuck with the most useless chief in all Golarion, and maybe the adjacent plains too. A chief who is extraplanarily bad, I'd say. Extraplanarily doesn't seem like the kind of word Lann would use, but okay. Seelah strides boldly up to you and gives you a grim look. Listen, I'm not happy to say this to a friend who crawled through caves with me, a friend who took Dresden with me, but you know I'm not one for beating around the bush, so I'll just say it. The more I see of this power of yours, the less I like it. It reeks of death and evil. I can sense these things. Are you accusing me of something? I'm trying to warn you. Even angels can succumb to corruption and temptation, let alone mortals. All of Mendev is behind you right now. All the Crusaders. Basically, all of Golarion is counting on you. If this power is leading you down an evil path, it's everyone's problem. It could be even more dangerous than Deskari and Baphomet put together. At least they're familiar foes. But if our own commander, the world's hope, turns to the darkness, that will be truly terrifying. And what are you planning to do? Leave the party? No, I'm not planning to do that. I, of all people, should believe that people can change for the better. But I can't just sit back and say nothing. Good. I also fear where this path might lead me. But know this. I am fighting for the same thing you are. To close the Worldwound. Seelah brings out the best in the Lich. Seelah's presence reminds Lich that he's fighting for the Crusade and he wants to stop the demons. So even though he's slipping and becoming more and more evil and more solely concerned with his own power, Seelah's presence does on some level help right his ship. So we're going to select the good option. Seelah visibly relaxes. Obviously you didn't choose this power. It was dropped on all of us out of the blue. And I know that our mission demands total commitment. Anyway, sorry for springing all this on you. I'll go and get some fresh air and raise a prayer to the goddess. That usually clears my head. They approach as if in military formation, in lockstep, arranged so that the tallest, a white-haired elf, occupies a central position, flanked by the other two. At the same time, it does not seem as though any one of the three is the leader. Knight Commander Professor Snape, we are representatives of the Hellknights in the no man's land of the Worldwound. Paralictor Aminos Rinth from the Order of the Gate, Paralictor Lorana Tai from the Order of the Pike, and Paralictor Garen Diothin from the Order of the Pyre. After introducing themselves, all three turn to Regil in unison and give curt nods. The elf, Paralictor Almonis Rinth, turns his gaze on you. His voice is dry and his speech is fastidiously formal. We have come to officially greet the commander of the Fifth Crusade on behalf of the coalition of the Hell Knight Orders. The Orders have been and remain fundamentally opposed to demons and demon worshippers. We will continue to act in the no man's land of the Worldwound as an allied force to your armies. Lawful, I welcome our honored allies to Dresden. Thank you, Knight Commander, and allow us to congratulate you on your victory in the battle for Dresden. Are you willing to participate in joint operations? My armies need support. That is not possible at this moment in time. The Orders are following their own plans. The majority of our forces are deployed far to the west. We are thereby helping you by drawing the attention of the demon armies. Paralictor Durenge's decision to hand over part of his force for you to command was done in his own initiative, but the other orders and even other chapters of the Order of the Godclaw have their own objectives. Is that all you want to say? One more thing. Our chapters, together with the troop led by Paralictor Durenge, intend to establish an outpost, or rather, a fortified transfer point for our operations. We have found suitable ruins from the First Crusade, and we have begun making them fit for habitation. When the outpost is ready, you will be entitled, as our ally, to make use of the facilities for rest and sustenance when you are making forays deeper into the wound. On that, we shall take our leave, Knight Commander.
You've marched me to the bones today.
Commander, the capital needs you to take decisive action. There's been a major scandal. The nation of Onderon, our diplomatic partner, has sent its army to help the Crusade. However, this apparently generous gesture is nothing more than political provocation. The Andorans noticed that the emerging rapprochement between Mendev and Cheliax has been jeopardized. They wish to widen the divide between Nerosian and Igorian, and so they have deliberately sent their army to our territory without our approval. If Mendevs accept this help, it will cool our relations with Isgir and their suzerain, Cheliax. The Royal Council remain, that is to say, expects you to reject Andoran aid. Direct them toward Her Majesty's court. They are welcome to negotiate with the capital. Unfortunately, we can't disregard the decision made by Her Majesty and her council. So Seiya pauses, then suddenly gives you a sly smile. But those Andorans didn't come here empty-handed. They brought weapons and supplies. Let them share those with us, since Nerosian forbids them from joining our army. Darren regards Lady Konami with feigned disapproval. Come on, Lady Konami, all this suspicion. I am sure that the Andorans are driven by nothing more than benevolence and concern for our collective future. We simply must accept them like dear friends. We should send the Andorans back home instead of to Nerosian, and declare as loudly as possible that we disapprove of their underhanded methods. Otherwise, our capital's diplomats will see it as an opportunity to strike a few deals and sweep the whole scandal under the rug. And that's not right. Vile deeds should be exposed, not hidden. If the whole deal is about them being Andorans, they should just stop being them. Take down the banners, call themselves mercenaries, problem solved. What's the gist of this political conflict? Isgir is a protectorate of Cheliax, and Andoran and Cheliax have a long history of feuds. For the Andorans, the highest values are freedom and equality, and for the Chelixian, it's order and hierarchy. It's as if the two countries were made to be at odds. The fact that they are both allied with Mendav doesn't stop them from settling scores at any opportunity. For the time being, Nerosian considers it more advantageous to cooperate with Igorian, the capital of Cheliax. No one is cutting ties with Andoran. No, it's just that the relations have cooled somewhat. It's a common occurrence in the politics of major powers. When you ruined the carefully devised deal with Isgir, Cheliax Protectorate, and did not call for their help, you sent a message to Andoran. The alliance with Igorian is not as strong as before. Act now. As a result, they have resorted to a provocation. Either Nerosian accepts their forces, thus aggravating Cheliax even further, or risk a diplomatic row. Let's see what the council has to say. Hopefully the advice you're about to hear won't lead us to an undesirable war. So Seelah, what solution do you propose? I come from Andoran myself, and, as Shelyn is my witness, I wish I could offer another solution, but we have sworn an oath to Her Majesty. If Nerosian doesn't wish to see Andoran troops in Dresden, we have no right to invite them. But no one can forbid us from accepting their help in the form of weapons and supplies. After all, this war is not just some political conflict. This is a battle for the fate of Golarion. Everyone is entitled to do their part. What touching bashfulness! You're proposing we behave like the daughter of a noble family who wants to give herself to a dashing bard, but keep her maiden honor. Darren, are you sure we should accept Andoran's help? Does it become us to reject the aid of our valiant allies who are on their way here to share the burden of this holy war? I sense the sins of pride, envy, and yes, a whiff of covetousness, too, coming from the direction of Nerosian. But there can be no place for sin on a crusade. Lady Konami shudders poignantly. Don't forget about the sin of slander, Count. Enough tomfoolery. Your jest will lead to diplomatic disaster. Perhaps, perhaps not. One thing I can say for sure, this was a bold move by Andoran. They are willing to invest much in this cause. Our cause. I see no reason to refuse. I never was fond of Cheliax anyway. I don't like their practices or their wine. Lann, is it a good idea to rebuke those who send us troops? The longer I sit on this council, the harder it is for me to figure out which demons we're supposed to defeat. The ones on the front lines or the ones we're protecting? How can people think about plots and intrigues when the world hangs in the balance? I don't have much faith in the integrity of Nerosian's bureaucrats, which is why I'm suggesting that we treat the Andorans in a way that will make it clear we won't stand for being used. If you want to help, then do it decently. And if you want to scheme, just go home. It would discourage wily opportunists, but win the respect of those who value honesty and decency. The politicians may be at fault here, but what is a soldier's crime? They are prepared to risk their lives to defend Golarion, and they're certainly not looking to gain anything from this war. Is it just to punish them for the actions of their leaders? With logic like that, we shouldn't be surprised when people start to judge us by the deeds of Nerosian's bureaucracy. Woljif, what were you saying about mercenaries? I know a guy or two with connections in merc circles. A bit creepy, but they keep their word. I'll take 5 minutes for them to turn an Andoran army into a mercenary company. They'll dig out some distinguished name of some currently retired group, fix you up with the banners and the uniforms, and record the company's arrival in the books of a local mercenary guild. Even the fussiest clerk won't realize that they're not well-respected dogs of war, but a detachment of Andoran regulars. And just like that, under neutral banners, we've accepted our new friends into our army. Clever, eh? It's crooked, not clever. If a soldier doesn't care under which banners to fight, then they're not a soldier, just your average cutthroat. If the Andorans agree to something like this, my respect for them will plummet, and it's not high as it is. Lady Konami, why would I refuse Andoran's help? Firstly, because it is a wish of the capital. Lady Konami falls silent for a few moments, letting the weight of her argument sink in. And secondly, you do understand that this situation is larger or more complex than what you can see from Dresden? It would be inconvenient for us to quarrel with Cheliax at the moment, and Andoran is pushing us to do exactly that. I can promise you that Mendev will compensate you for your losses. We are guided not by consideration of our own benefit, but of the good of your army and the entire crusade. Nuh-uh, no dice. When they give you something, you take it, especially freebies. Don't bother feeding us that garbage about compensating us later. The authorities do it whenever it's fleecing time, and then what? The people get nothing back. Compensation, my tail. I have no more questions. In that case, I hope we will make the correct decision. So let's see. Gives you 6,000 points, a bunch of different people. Hedge Knights. Rangers. Hedge Knights. And a bunch of different people. Based on the Lich doesn't really care about the situation except turning against Neurosian. So I guess we'll go with Lann's one. We will publicly announce that we disapprove of Andorran's politics and refuse their armies. Commander, you have already demonstrated your defiance of the Royal Council. Do not cross that line that separates defiance from an open attack on Mendev's interest. The Royal Council will not forgive you for it. Is that a threat? Merely a warning. Your actions, on the other hand, are indeed threatening to Mendev. Her Majesty has entrusted her kingdom to the Royal Council. It is their duty to oppose those who hurt her interest. By turning them against you, you leave them no choice but to start hurting you. The decision has been made and it's final. Lady Kanoni's hand twitches in frustration. There will be consequences, severe and unpleasant consequences. Let's see if there are still nations in Aveston who conduct their politics honestly. If there are, our decision won't go unnoticed, and hopefully Andorran will learn its lesson. This will be all. I hope you are all pleased with the work of the Diplomatic Council. I doubt that the capital will henceforth be inclined to involve you in matters of politics, Commander. You may give your demon war your undivided attention. Hail, Commander. Captain Armand salutes. Permission to report. Although the desertion has been halted, not everyone appreciated your methods. A circle of discontents formed within the officers' ranks, calling themselves the Wary. There are no blatant signs of sedition, otherwise they would have been arrested. Still, their talk is concerning. We can't rely on them. We need our own trusted officers. I suggest enlisting some of the volunteers. We get some very capable fighters among the fresh blood every day, the kind that can be made sergeants straight away. We need those who know the meaning of honor. We'll call paladins and knights from reputable orders, and they'll serve as an example to our soldiers, boosting everyone's morale too. Officers who are unworthy of their rank can always be replaced. We can identify experienced sergeants with reliable records of results, then promote them. Mendev is full of promising youths who were overlooked when their seniors were promoted to serve in your army. We can call them here, award them rank, and they'll be grateful to us until the end of their days. Why exactly are these Wary unsatisfied? They were perturbed by Paralictor Durin's hasty crackdown on the instigators. Fear is a double-edged sword. It instills obedience in some, but emboldens hostility in others. Paladins serve not out of fear, but out of conscience and obligation. It's unfortunate that the Hellknights' teachings are different. We tried to institute discipline into a disorganized mob that barely qualifies as an army. Naturally, there were those who weren't ready for the change. We should make it clear that the old days are over. And one more thing. I apologize if this sounds disrespectful, but there are the sentiments within the ranks. For an entire century, the Queen was the face of the Crusade. Even though she personally appointed you as commander, many still consider you an upstart, unworthy of the high title. Many officers and soldiers dream of Her Majesty taking the lead. Let's discuss our options in further detail. As you command. Seelah, what's your plan? We need the most honorable, loyal officers. Where else can we find them but among the chivalric orders and paladins? We'll invite valiant knights to Dresden and make them officers. They are the best hope for a Crusader army. That sounds fabulous, but there's just one tiny little problem. Who do you think has been filling these positions until now? Did it truly not cross my dearest cousin's mind to recruit your favorite paragons of honor and faith as officers? Your proposal is to repeat exactly the same thing that's been going on without you for the last 100 years. Regil, what do you suggest? Appointing officers from the outside is a mistake. We should move our most distinguished privates up the ranks. The troops will be more eager to trust their former comrades and try to climb the ladder themselves. Of course, these officers will also prove more loyal than newcomers invited from who knows where. There's some truth to that. I became who I am by making it all the way from a thief to a paladin. But soldiers need not just generals, but mentors too. They need officers who embody honor and bravery, showing the true meaning of these virtues, as someone once showed me. Darren, your opinion, please. There are plenty of ambitious young men and women in MnDev waiting for the chance to prove themselves. They'll move mountains for whomever gives them this chance. The aspirations of hot-headed youth are the best fuel for war. Sure, why don't we invite some privileged youths as our officers? Gamblers, status seekers, fops, and brilliant poets unappreciated by the masses. That's what's been missing in our commanding ranks. I can see that the Count misses the high life dearly and would like to invite along the entirety of the capital's leisure class to join him in carousing. I can't stop him, so he can invite them to his heart's content, but not to serve here as officers. Captain Armada, what would you advise? There are volunteers arriving every day with some quite capable people in their midst. I wasn't a rookie when I joined the Crusade after all. I had 100 years of military experience. We can rely on these new leaders to replenish our command staff. Should we entrust the lives of our soldiers to strangers? I'm not so sure. Thank you. Everything is clear. What are your orders? So let's see. This gives us pious officers. Infirmary size increases. The striving for distinction increases the experience points we gain. Darren increases the size of our overall army. And Captain Armada increases the combat morale of our armies. I definitely prefer Darren. Perfect. Let's give these youngsters a chance. They'll be sure to prove their worth. And there will finally be someone in Dresden to discuss Mendevian news with in the evening. I hope that these measures will solve the issue at hand. If we have further complications, I will call another council at once. So many strange, terrible things are happening here. Markyll, a fisherman from the tiny, peaceful village of Chili Creek, enters the hall. I saw enough horrors on my way here to last a lifetime. But, of course, I didn't show up empty-handed. The whole village took up a collection for the war effort. It's not much, mind you, but it's something. We're just doing our part, however small, to help you win the war. Interesting that this gives you diplomacy points, okay? How did you get here? By pure luck, I figure. You're surrounded by all this horror. The land is dead, the trees are all gnarled and twisted. There are monsters roaming around everywhere, ready to jump at you at any moment. Thankfully, I ran into a Crusader patrol and they brought me here. If it wasn't for them, I would have ended my trip in the teeth of some nasty beast, that's for sure. How are things in the village? Everything's been peaceful and quiet. I get wistful just thinking about it. Now I'm kicking myself for being such a fool. Why didn't I just stay at home? What was I thinking, dragging myself all the way out here to the Worldwound? But, you know, it's just not right sitting home quietly, hiding behind the heroes who risk their necks for us every day. So I decided to pay you a visit. How is Jernod doing? He's settling in, that's for sure. Almost one of us now. Heals the sick, fixes the nets with the others. Before you know it, he'll be learning how to swim. The fisherman chuckles good-naturedly. Would you like to stay here with us? No, thank you. Hate to say it, but I'm no crusader. Fighting demons is not really my thing. I'll get some rest before I head out, take a day or two to look around the fortress. It'll give me some stories to tell. Then I'll head home to Chili Creek. I've already seen more on this trip than I've seen in a lifetime. Anyway, you better come back to see us. We'll be waiting. Thanks for coming to visit. Thank you for defending our peace and quiet. The fisherman bows respectfully. We've gathered up something else for you heroes, but I couldn't bring it with me. It was too heavy to carry. Come to our village and you can pick it up yourself and pay us a visit while you're at it. We're always glad to see you. Well, I'll see you later. Good luck with all the fighting. Awesome. Okay. So I guess we'll go with Chili Creek next. All right.
I'm gone.
Let's go ahead and get some rest. I think it's time to switch you to something different. Doom, 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 doom. Where is the one? Oh, you know what? You don't know the one I really want. I really wanted armor vestments, but Naniel's not going to know that. Boom. Not enough regions. What are we missing? Blood vial. You know what? She could chill on this for now. There we go. All right. I am almost inured to your blasphemous jokes by now. I understand you were just teasing me. Are you quite sure about that? You do not wish to retract that statement? Because once I change my target from the gods to your pious self, it will be too late. All right. Boom, 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 boom. How much longer do I have to go before my mythic thing is created to the streets? Oh, yeah. Of course, Pillar Skulls. Okay, accept that. And nothing there. Wait to see how things unfold. Chili Creek it is. Boom, 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 boom. No, I'm good. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Nope. Boom. Unless. There we go. Yeah, because we can't cross that. So no choice but to do it this way. All right. Oh, wait here. Let me make sure. I'm glad I checked. Yep. Keep going. There we go. It has been so long since I was last in Cheliax. I am no longer sure I can call it my home. But a Hell Knight does not need a home. My order and my purpose are enough. I am looking forward to the game, the playthrough where I can have Regil in my party the whole time. Unfortunately, that will not be this one. But one day. All right. Here we go, here we go, here we go now. There's a lot of them. I don't know if I actually looked at this before I said, oh yeah, bring your army over here. It'll be fine. Isgard appreciated that the commander didn't fall for Andorran's political manipulation. To compensate his losses, the Deskari have sent an elite company of the Greenskin Stalkers to Dresden. These rangers, who have been through goblin wars, will do well, both as fighters and as instructors. Interesting. Oh, only one more day for Pillar of Skulls? Ah, that is awesome. Okay. Crusade. And let's find out. Let's find out. That guy's dead. Yeah, he's 500. Yeesh. Yeah, he's gonna be real resilient. No doubt about that. Yeesh. You can't move? Huh. And they won't let her move either. Interesting. Well, definitely know that Dretch has got to go. That only did 58? Damn. Why is he so resilient against magic? Unfortunate. Yeah, this isn't going well at all, actually. How's he do against him? All right. Definitely played this wrong. All right, he's three damage. Out of commission. Out of commission. Oh, I haven't even used this yet. Let's see. You know what? This might still be doable, but I did it wrong. Let me give this another whirl. Tactics. Okay. The Dretch is going to get off. There's just no way around that. So let's focus on everybody else instead. This time this dude is still up. How much damage does this do? It only takes out one of them. There we go. Next up. We'll take you. Yeah. Did something. Alright. You can still move up, it's fine. Dretch is gonna poison. That's fine, it is what it is. You're gonna do your thing. Okay. And he's still not gonna be able to move. Alright, now we're in a new zone. You can get rid of these two, sure. Or at least do a nice bit of damage to him. Okay, now. He's gonna be a problem, but you know what? I want these guys out the way because I know I can take them out relatively soon. There we go, yep. Plus you're gonna get right to our back line. I don't want that. There we go. Excellent. Drop some more poison, that's fine. It just is what it is. Nothing I can do about that. Huh. That was irritating. Alright. He's got two options. This is the better one. Yep. By far. That won't do anything. Take you out. Excellent. Okay. You can't do anything. You are good. There we go. You pick on him. I was about to say that I didn't appreciate that delayed damage. Thank you very much. All right. Still can't move or do anything. You burn him down. 105. Yep. What in the hell? I screwed that up somehow. Still not sure how, but I definitely did something wrong. Yep. Okay. Well, that helps. Now let's cut them down so that helps even more. There we go. Excellent. And this time, see if we can cut you down all the way. There we go. Yep, took out some more. Almost there. There we go. Much better tactics. Excellent. A host of demons once guarded the horrific remains of the Tower of Yath, sculpted from demon flesh. The Crusaders stormed the ruins and ended the lives of all who dwelt there within. The remains of the tower resembled the decomposing carcass of a giant beast, and the warriors of the Crusade are already setting up a war camp a few miles from the ruins to keep an eye on this heap of rotten meat. So that's going to be a 9, 9, ooh, 11. Sheesh. 10. Okay, cool. Can I? Yeah, let me target this little thing. There we go. We can go ahead and get started building on this. Build. Archery. Barracks. Watchtower is fine. You know what? Yeah, sure. We can put a citadel there. And then leave that there. And level 9. Crispy. There we go. 16th. Deal with that first. Yep. Cut you down. There we are. We'll chill in the back. Get some fire on you first. There we go. Took out a nice little chunk. Take out a chunk more. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. I still can't really get to you. Excellent. Ooh. 2 sets of ranged attackers getting those morale rolls. I love it. Ooh. 9. Excellent. Excellent. The indescribably huge and formidable Demodan chief didn't even rise from the pile of treasures on which he was sitting to rebuff the attack. There he died, his loins sprawled across a pile of stolen goods and golden coins. The very nature of Demodans, their grotesque forms, and penchant for goading others to excess doomed him to death. Excellent. There we go. So he must need it from up there. That's fine. All right. I think this is a good place to stop. Hope all of you enjoyed the play session today. If you did, please leave me a like down below, share this video, and subscribe to the content if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.